Okay, I clapped.
I clapped too.
Okay, I couldn't hear you, but it's there.
I didn't hear your clap though.
Okay, but it's on my Audacity.
No, you should
So.
have clapped louder then.
No.
Anyway, welcome back to the podcast. Daniela, do you
Yes.
want to take it away?
Yes. So as Dylan said, very much welcome to the podcast. I'm glad you guys are here today. Today we're gonna jump into some Overwatch lore.
Yeah, we're just going to be talking about Overwatch, and we've actually done research about some of the characters, like, for example, Junker Queen. Daniela's done some Junker Queen research, I've done some Sojourn research, we've each taken a role. We've taken a hero, wow. We've taken a healer, tank, and DPS. We've just kind of looked them up. Because Overwatch is so rich in lore. The nice thing about Overwatch, it's not just a great multiplayer game. Some people say it's shit, but every game is shit. It's a cool multiplayer game, lots of roles, lots of possibilities, but the characters are so well thought out. So we just like to show you guys a little bit of that.
Yeah, and don't take people seriously if they're like, I don't understand Overwatch. Listen, it's not everyone's game, but it's not a bad game, okay? The community might be shit, but the game isn't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's the community that ruins some games, like Tekken. Tekken's I love Tekken, man, but the community is so trash sometimes, Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Smash Bros.
Yes, that I can't believe people act like that. That's crazy.
It is insane.
Yeah. Sorry. Back to it. Daniela, do you want me to start so you can...
Yes, please, you may start.
Alright, so I have done research on Ramattra, Sojourn, and Ana. Ana, I do know a little bit about. She was one of the original members of Overwatch. Overwatch is a team, by the way. It's not just a name. So the Overwatch team had like Reinhardt, Soldier 76, Ana, Torbjorn, Tracer's one of the new guys. Winston was in there. Old Genji, Reaper was there too, I think. That's all I can think of. But Ana was in there as well. She was like under Soldier, basically. And just interesting fact, she was the first new hero to be added to the game. So cool. First DLC, I guess. It's not a DLC, I guess add-on.
Yeah.
And basically she's just the best sniper in the world. That's why she got put into Overwatch. So, handy. And she actually had a 1v1 duel with Widowmaker. She dueled Widowmaker once. So Overwatch had Ana lead like an anti-Talon, because Talon is like, it has Widow, it has Reaper, it has Genji, Moira. I think that it's like an anti-Overwatch. It's like evil Overwatch. So Ana was leading that mission, and her and Widow were having a duel. It's like a sniper duel. Ana got Widow's helmet off with like a shot in the head, and then she actually recognized Widowmaker from afar. She was Amelie, which was the wife of a fellow agent, Gerard Lacroix.
Oh yeah, I've seen people mentioning how Widowmaker had a husband, right?
Yeah, so her husband was killed, and
They
she was captured.
say Widowmaker killed her own husband.
That
Like-
could have happened. I don't
Like
know.
they said something like she was forced to do it. I'm assuming when she was still under, I think it's Moira's research or whatever. Because Moira is like the scientist that does research on everyone, and Widowmaker was like one of her patients or whatever. Sorry, that's a bit of
Nice.
lore that I learned on TikTok.
See, I didn't even know that. I didn't see that here, but it's obviously not about Widow. But that's
Yeah.
just
Sorry.
background including Ana. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty
So
cool. It also just
yeah,
tells how good Ana is with her eyes. She's like, damn.
Ana actually has a cybernetic eye that has like 6 times the fucking zoom vision.
She does?
Yeah, a cybernetic eye makes her vision 6 times greater than normal.
Is it... Sorry, I have a question. Is it the one underneath the eye patch, or is it the one that's not gone?
So it's the one under the eye patch. But then Widowmaker actually, while Honor was like, "Who is this?" Then Widow took her shot and she shot Honor's eye out through a scope. She shot the cybernetic eye out. That's why she has
Oh,
the patch on.
oh,
So
shit.
cool.
That's
So cool.
awesome. It's like that voice line. I don't know if you heard the voice line where if you play as Widowmaker and someone else on, they have this little voice line, and then they like challenge each other, and then Widowmaker says, "Don't make me take out the other eye." And then and
Oh,
then
that
Anna's
makes
like, "I would
sense.
like to see you try," or something like that. And I was like, "Damn,
Damn.
shit."
That's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what happened. And then
crazy.
obviously her daughter. If you guys don't know, Farah is her daughter.
Which is
So
pretty
they
cool in
actually
my
they
opinion.
have the same tattoo, which is a Horus, and then her call sign was Horus when she was in the Egyptian military. That's
Nice.
pretty cool.
Is it that eye?
Yes, the
The
eye thing.
eye,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then she actually feels comfortable with the eye patch because she actually can get her eye fixed, but she likes the eye patch. Basically, that's
Wow. Wow, that's pretty cool.
also. I think this is confirmed. Honor and Soldier have a relationship because I quote. Following the encounter, Honor explained that she cared about Jack, not the war he was fighting. Jack is Soldier now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So she cared about Jack, not the war he was fighting. I think they have a little something going on. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Oh, people say Anna and Reinhardt has something going on, but I don't know if that's just like a fan thing. I don't know.
I didn't hear anything about Reinhardt's in Honor's
Then
thingy.
people just ship them. I think people just
I
like the
think
duos. Like
yeah,
yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool though.
yeah, very cool, and yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have on Honor, and that she's a good sniper. That's basically who she is. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I can start with. I can continue with Junker Queen.
Okay, in a second. Actually, Honor, I like Honor. I like playing
Yeah,
Honor very much. She's one of my favorite people to play. I'm
and
just better with Mercy.
I
That's
love
why I
that
play.
when you play Ana.
Yeah,
I just love it. It's like,
yeah,
because I remember when I started playing Overwatch, you played as Ana the whole time,
yeah.
and I was Lucio. You know,
I'll play Honor more than since you insist.
Well, I like it when you play Ana. I feel safe when you play Ana. I mean,
Okay.
I feel safe when you play Mercy too, but
Thank
you
you.
know,
I just get killed less with Mercy because I'm flying everywhere. That's
yeah,
basically it.
yeah. So Junker Queen. I'll just start off with Junker Queen.
Yes.
All right, so I actually got some pretty cool information here. Let me just pull this up here. All right, so she is estimated to be around 35 or 40 years old. Okay,
What?
so she's literally a muscle mommy.
Hell yeah. I must actually check how old Honor is. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, do that. Okay, and her Junker Queen's real name, which I didn't know, is Odessa Des Stone. Her name's Odessa Stone,
Oh wow.
but her nickname is Des, and I was like, shit, that's pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
And
Honor is 60 years old.
oh, nice. Pretty
So
cool.
she's like a grandma, but not too old.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
No. And okay, we all know she's from Junkertown, and I
Yeah.
did not know that in the Overwatch universe that Junkertown was in Australia, which it makes sense, but I just didn't think about it, you know.
Yeah.
And okay, her father's name was Stone, so I'm assuming that's why, it's like Stone. Her last
Yeah.
name is Stone. And according to the wiki, she also has 5 siblings, which is crazy. I didn't know she had any. But yeah, okay. And then some gameplay facts. So according to the wiki, Lifeweaver's life grip does not remove like the wounds, the purple stuff when you anti someone. It does not remove that, but it does prevent that damage that would have happened while you're being pulled. So
Nice.
let's say you pull me out of Junker Queen's act, like
Pulse.
she knifed me, and then you pull me
Oh.
back. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Then The anti will not drain my health the duration you're pulling me back, but it will continue afterwards. You can't and you can't use life grip while Junker Queen is doing her ultimate.
Okay.
And it also, when you pull, let's say I'm Junker Queen and you pull me, and I activate my ult, the the pull is cancelled. Like it just stops. Your pull stops, and I just go forward.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting.
and then they say a rampage can also be one of the stronger ultimates in the game, completely denying abilities such as transcendence. So, if someone plays Zen, then and you're struggling, switch to Junker Queen because it just sounds like she completely annihilates him.
Yeah.
She just cancels him out completely.
Nice.
Um, but they do say here she's easy to kill with like Widowmaker and Roadhog. I'm assuming because Widowmaker can take headshots and stuff, you know. And then
Yes.
Roadhog, obviously, he's also close combat, anyways. And then that freaking ult of his, ugh. Anyway, they say here she's also vulnerable to Anna's biotic grenade as it completely negates any healing she receives. So, what I've also read, whenever Junker Queen is low on health or she loses some health and
Yeah.
she knifes someone, she gains healing back, so to say.
Okay.
So the amount of damage she does, she gets that health back while someone has wounds or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, holy fuck. You know?
That makes sense. Yeah.
um, so yeah, you can also play Ana if you're struggling with a tank who's Junker Queen, because that completely shuts down her healing.
Yeah.
Um, and Junker Queen's also very very vulnerable once all her abilities are like on cooldown, which makes sense because I have realized, I need to be, what's the word? I need to use my abilities carefully,
Yeah.
because then I just need to fall back anyways.
Yeah.
Um, and the wiki also says Mei is one of Junker Queen's strongest counters. Apparently
Apparently.
they mention like the ice wall is also a big counter because Junker Queen can't use her axe or knife through it,
Yeah.
as well as her damage that she gives out. So anyway, and they say Cassidy and Torbjorn are easy to kill with her gun because they have
Yeah.
large hitboxes. And Tracer can also get destroyed if she's too close because Junker Queen can one-shot her with a
Yeah.
headshot when she's close to her. So I'm like, damn. Um, and then a fun, interesting factor. As of Season 3 balance change, Carnage's cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds for every enemy hit. So it is possible to infinitely loop Carnages on a very grouped up team, inflicting massive burst and bleed damage. So that's kind of interesting. I want to try that out.
Yeah.
Here's also some cool advice. They say here, do not use your ammo that much on a tank because tanks are hard to kill and your shotgun only has like 8 bullets in.
Yeah.
And so they literally urge you on to take down like supports or DPS.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, and also a tip for everyone that doesn't know. I had to learn that the hard way. Do not use your commanding shouts when you want to run away from spawn, because you'll need it in the fight. Like, you're
Fair
just
enough.
wasting it in the beginning, and then once you reach the fight, it's still, like, in cooldown, so yeah. Alright, and then just some personality/story facts. Apparently, she's very proficient in electric guitar.
It looks like it.
Yeah. She's apparently prejudiced against Omnics, and she banned them from entering Junkertown. So no robots from Overwatch, like Zen or Ramattra, are allowed. Apparently, as I continued reading, they mentioned how in Australia there was some war going on, like you mentioned, the crisis. And I
Yeah.
think Australia gave up the country for the Omnics.
Okay.
So I think that's why Australia is so messed up. because there's also a wasteland there.
Yeah, that makes sense, honestly.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, they say here her parents were both former ALF members. I have no idea what that is, but if you do, there you go.
Cool.
And apparently, she makes her armor and weapons from people who she's slain, like from fallen enemies. I'm just like, damn, that's
Sick.
that's yeah. So they also say her father and possibly some of her siblings passed away when they were, in her trailer. She got banished with her whole family out of Junkertown when she was like a kid. And people are thinking her father and some of her siblings passed away during that time. And then in the wasteland, she pretty much made a name for herself. And then she was like, I'm going back to Junkertown and get my crown or whatever. When she became queen, they say here she still found time to take part in brawls, play the electric guitar, and teach the children how to use throwing knives made of wood.
How not supposed to do that?
And what I was like, this is pretty cool. Hammond served as her bodyguard for a while. I thought that was sick.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, that's cute. And here's a little story how Junkrat and Roadhog how they're connected with her story. Junkrat talked about a treasure found in the ruins of the Australian Omnium. And then Junker Queen thought, okay, yeah, he's telling the truth, and she sent some of her enforcers out there, only for the enforcers to be incapacitated by Roadhog. And then the Roadhog and Junkrat became partners in crime. And then Junker Queen banned them from coming back because they were, they say here the two went on to cause the queen a string of problems, including stealing her gold and blowing up her summer shack. And then, yeah, they were exiled. And then she personally told Junkrat if she ever saw him again, she ripped out his tongue.
Nice.
And then
they all wanted posters of them everywhere, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. And then they say here, after a worldwide heist spree, Roadhog and Junkrat came back to Junkertown to assassinate the queen. But they were stopped at the town gates, and they stopped it there. No explanation further. I'm like, bitch, I want to know more. Anyway, and then some trivia. I knew this, but I don't know if you knew this, Dylan. The queen's knife is called Gracie, while her axe is called Carnage.
Gracie and Carnage, nice.
Yeah. And then they have, there's, I think you also noticed this in the map, in the Junkertown map. You can hear Junker Queen, announcing through the speakers.
I did not know that. There is a new Junktown coming out. I think you
saw.
know this.
Yeah, I saw. But
Everyone freak out. There's a new Junktown.
It's gonna be so sick. But yeah, that's my research on Junker Queen. Huh.
Lovely.
Yeah. Now take it away, Dylan. Your turn.
All right. So, I'll do Ramattra. So Ramattra was originally built as an evil robot cyborg thing. I don't know what his original mission was as a robot, but he eventually, I guess, turned semi-good. His omnic form, basically his alt form or his ability thing, it's his own design, so they didn't come out like that. And he sometimes loses his cool on the battlefield. That's why
it's like,
gets
suffer as I, Ramattra, have suffered. Your torment.
Maybe not the full version, but yeah, that one. Yeah. So his whole story is like, I'm so tragic. Feel my pain. I'm emo, basically. So that's him, and he knows Zenyatta. He's friends with Zenyatta.
Yeah.
So
well,
what did you want to add about Ramattra?
They say they're actually brothers, but and I think they call them brothers because they're the same species or whatever.
Ramattra does sympathize a lot with Zenyatta and vice versa, so they might be like, yeah, brother, but they're not really related.
They're like best friends.
basically.
It's something about the gameplay that I want to add about Ramattra.
Yeah, yeah,
He's two like stages. The Nemesis form, the one where
yes,
he melees. Those small like what would you call them? It's not projectiles. It's the like his fists sends out like waves.
yeah,
That like if you can do that through shields, any shield, through Sigma shield, through Reinhardt's shield. So if there's a Rein on the team and you're struggling, just switch to Ramatra. Go close
yeah,
to Reinhardt and switch to Nemesis form. His shield won't help him.
yeah.
And I was like, excuse me, you can do that, and it works.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like a big like mindset for me. I was like, holy crap, this dude can do anything.
Yeah, he's really. Also, I'm still convinced that his ult is broken. Our friend Connor, who's the best at Overwatch that we know, he says that just his Nemesis form is broken, just his ability change. And his punching needs to cool down, but his ultimate, it stays there for so long. If there are a lot of people there, it stays there for a long fucking time. It's ridiculous, I think.
Mm,
And with his damage and everything, if a Ramattra is backed by anybody, he will beat the entire team with his ult. If he does it by himself, obviously he might get a kill and die, but he's broken right now. To this date, I think since he came out, he was broken.
yeah, I'd say his
Guilty.
ult is quite scary. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, with his ult, he still does damage. I think doesn't he get armor as well? Like he gets health or whatever, and he
Well,
gets.
he gets health when he goes into the form,
Mm,
but he doesn't gain health. He just sucks everyone in like a
yeah.
fucking Lucio range.
Like it's
He
like
just sucks
Moira,
everyone in.
but she has like 8 arms or
Yeah.
something. That's
Yeah,
how
that's pretty
his
cool.
ult is. So that's why it's super scary. That's why like I think if Ramattra uses his ult, the best thing for the entire team is to just run away.
You see, what I do is when I play Mercy, I wait until he uses his healing, his damage thing, his ult, and then because Ramattra can like hit multiple people, Mercy's ult can heal multiple people. So all of my beams, it just cancels his ult out. That's what I like to do.
Oh, okay.
But you also have to save up her ult for his ult, and it's the
And
only counter that I know for this fucking guy. Seriously,
I'm
and maybe a sleep from Honor. That's about it.
yeah, yeah. I was assuming on a sleep thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, fuck that guy. God damn.
Yeah, no, I like him. I like his character, but he is quite overpowered, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, sorry, I'm not done with my research on Ashe yet.
Okay. Do you want me to go to Sojourn, or do
Yes,
you just
yes,
wanna?
you can continue to Sojourn.
Okay. So Sojourn, when I look up at her what when I look up her Wikipedia stuff, she is apparently a old member of Overwatch. She's been part of the group for ages, but obviously because she wasn't a character yet, they didn't mention her. But according to the law, she was one of the members
I think
for a while. She was one of the operatives,
yeah,
but not part of the main people, basically.
I think I saw a TikTok or something about someone showing that Sojourn was like a concept character when Sigma or someone came out, because I remember seeing a screen and then or it was Winston that was going through like files or something.
Okay.
Um, and I saw like they were scrolling through the screen and there were like different operatives, like Soldier 76 and then an unknown face and then, this person and that person. And then Sojourn was in one of the shots, but it wasn't like a very important thing, It was
Yeah.
like just random uh, operatives in the Overwatch company or whatever.
She actually she had a disease as a kid, and her body basically attacked her organs. It's like a autoimmune thing, and then from an early age, like her heart and a lot of her bone was replaced, and then eventually she replaced all of her forelimbs and her eyes with cybernetics. So she is a proper fucking cyberpunk robot, cyborg
Mm.
oak. This is Sojourn now.
Mm.
So, and then the rest of her wiki is literally just her going on different missions, and then she gets saved by Soldier one time, and then this and that. But it's really fucking boring, to be honest with you. Sojourn, cool character, but she's just a soldier. There's nothing super interesting going on.
Yeah.
Really.
It's just a person that went through military exercise.
Yes.
So, I could continue. I could start actually with Ashe. But you might have to do a lot of editing here.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can go for it.
So
Go
I
ahead.
have a lot of. I'm pretty much just going through a background story now. So let's start here. So Ashe is depicted to be around 39 years old. Okay. And her full name is Elizabeth Caledonia, and I'm assuming this is her middle name or nickname, Calamity Ashe, right?
Calamity Ashe. Wow.
I saw her poster and I was like, who the hell is Elizabeth? But then it was
Yeah.
Ashe. Okay, so she's a thief slash gang leader, and quite interesting fact, she is voiced by Jennifer Hale, who voices female Shepard in Mass Effect. I'm like, what? Bitch, this is why I like to play her shit. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell? That's so interesting. Anyway, so her gun is called, her semi-automatic rifle is called the Viper, and her shotgun is called the coach gun or something like that. And I was like, I didn't know there were names for them.
Noise.
Okay, and then here's some basic facts. They also say here there is a bug in the game due to which you can receive 3.84 damage after taking a health pack from the burn. Meanwhile, you get like 1.5, I think, or something like that. Yeah, so use Ashe because she's broken.
Yeah, she's pretty fucking strong.
Yeah. So here's I copied this from the wiki because I didn't know this at all. I didn't know the statistics. So here they say Bob appears slightly to the right of Ashe and lands 5 meters. This is when you use him, and lands
Yep.
5 meters in front of her, then charges in the direction Ashe is looking at. Once Bob bumps into an enemy or a wall or travels 65 meters, Bob halts and begins shooting nearby enemies like a turret. Okay. So that's like pretty much Bob's description of gameplay.
Yeah, Bob. He fucking pushes people upward if
Yeah.
if he hits them.
That was my next fact.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't know that. Like if a ball bumps into an enemy player, he inflicts 120 damage to them and flings them in the air. So it also deals damage, which is funny.
Do you know who he locks onto first? Is it people closer to him first?
So they say here, Bob. I'm assuming that, but they say here Bob prefers to target enemies that Ashe damages with her rifle, which is interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
And then they also say here Bob automatically uses Symmetra's ability, Symmetra's teleporter if it's in his path, which I didn't know at all. So
I didn't know that.
you can,
Wow.
if you're an enemy Symmetra, you can literally just put a freaking, you can predict where he goes and then just put a teleporter in there, making sure
I'm
there's
sure
a
because I've actually seen Connor.
teleporter.
He puts the turrets down, and then he
Mhm.
puts the teleporter on top of the turrets,
Mm.
and then the turrets teleport immediately. As soon as the turrets
A lot
teleport
of-
with him.
Yeah, a lot of Symmetras kill me that way, and
Yeah.
I get so mad. That's why I just destroy
So-
the teleporter.
Yeah. So I wonder if
Hmm.
you're our Symmetra, and then an enemy Bob comes in, can you teleport Bob away by putting a turret on him?
I think you can. I'm not too sure, but you can also. I'm sure when you're in a team you can do it, but I don't know why you would do it, because
Yeah.
Bob already runs so far.
Yeah.
Sometimes
And
I'm
then-
like, bitch, no, not that way.
Yeah. Bob, this way, please.
Yeah, you're running away, Bob. Come on.
Come on, Bob, do something. Thanks. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll not
All
make
right.
that joke again.
Anyway, another interesting thing. If you use your shotgun, your coach gun, the one that knocks you back, right? And Genji deflects it, it will knock you back twice as far.
Oh.
So yeah, that's. Because I've realized I can handle Genjis better with Ashe. Maybe it's because I keep on flying the fuck far away when I run away from them.
Maybe.
And then he's like, screw it, I'm not gonna chase after her. But yeah, that's pretty much her gameplay stuff. I was busy with her personal facts, but I'll just quickly go over him. So apparently, she has a relationship with Cassidy / McCree. They say here, it's way more complicated than a simple label, though could be described as a love-hate type of relationship. Yeah, and they say here Ashe feels just as comfortable at charity balls as she does on a motorcycle. I don't know what that means, but yeah. And apparently she was born into a wealthy family. You know, I haven't watched her video, her character thing, but you know, maybe that tells something.
Yeah.
And her family comes from old money, and she grew up surrounded by privilege, and I was like, wow. And she's a thief. Damn, she a baddie.
Fuck did she get there then? From a very wealthy family.
Yeah, like bitch, you had everything.
Yeah.
Oh, and listen to this. I know about Bob. They say here, though her parents paid little attention to her, mostly leaving her in the care of the family's omnic butler, Bob.
Hey.
Bob is her butler, dude. That's so cool.
It's quite cool.
Yeah. Alright, sorry, I'm just scanning here. This is not where my research stopped. So I'm assuming, so they say here based on their absence, that's why she become like a troubled kid. So she didn't get much attention. So they say here, so since she spent a lot of time with Bob, for her every birthday, Bob would make Ashe her favorite cake. Triple layer chocolate cake with chocolate frosting and an extra generous drizzle of chocolate glaze.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cool. She loves chocolate.
Bob is such a nice guy.
Bob is so cool.
Yeah. We all need a Bob in our life, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, they say here when she became a teen / young adult, she started getting like incarcerated, and you know, she and the sheriff became acquainted each time. And her parents' money was enough to bail her out. Makes sense. So Bob disappeared during the Omnic crisis. They say here Ashe believed that she'd never see her butler again and was surprised about how much she missed him. However, one day after the war, Bob returned to Lead Rose, now sentient and different. What? In ways that Ashe couldn't grasp, but he was still the companion she remembered and remained. Nice. So Bob is sentient.
Hells yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
so,
stupid but sentient.
Stupid but sentient, yeah. Oh, and she escaped prison or something. 'Cause her parents weren't there to bail her, and then she called Bob. She met McCree in prison, and then she envies him. Very interesting. 'Cause he was a drifter, and he didn't have. They say here, because while McCree was a drifter with nary a penny to his name, he clearly had the freedom to make his own decisions, a freedom that she didn't have. Oh, and the cool fact that Bob will wave back to Ashe if she waves at him. That's so cute.
Nice.
Okay, and that's it for Ashe. Calamity Ashe, Elizabeth Ashe, whatever. All right.
No.
Now for Zenyatta. Let's see here. So, why is Zenyatta 20 years old? How is he 20?
He was built 20 years ago. Maybe.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see here. All right. He has 50 health. He's got nothing. What?
That's not. He doesn't have 50 health. That's probably not true.
His health is 50. He has 150 shield. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Technicalities,
I was like,
goddamn.
bitch, what the fuck? Okay, I'm not gonna go over his abilities because everyone knows about it. If you don't, it's time you play Overwatch, dude. Okay, so he travels around the world and helps people with their struggles like a real monk. Um, they say it is said that those who cross his path are never the same again. uh,
Nice.
he says he believes that by forming people into relationships, the world can be healed and a better society created. However, Zenyatta is not a pacifist, and when necessary, he will fight to protect the innocent, be they omnic or human. So his orbs were hand carved at the Shambhali monastery, that the map that you play, and serve as a meaning to channel omnic energy. Zenyatta doesn't even know who exactly created them, and their function is a mystery. Okay, these are all his quotes that he mentions. So here they say Zenyatta found humans' manner of speech perplexing at first, having little grasp of metaphors. He still occasionally struggles with their figures of speech. That's quite cool. And they say here Zenyatta knows how to prepare food.
Nice. I know he doesn't have much lore, but that's like nothing, basically.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you just check under podcast? I sent a picture. Can you open that?
Oh, nice. Look at that.
So this picture I'll explain, but this is early Overwatch. You see, that is McCree and Mercy on the right, and I think Sojourn on the right. Bottom left, no one knows who that is, and then Honors with her daughter. And then if you check this one,
That's Reaper and Reinhardt.
that's Reaper. Yeah.
And Torbjorn.
And if you check here,
Sojourn.
this is the original strike team. These are the original members. It's got Torbjorn, Anna, Reaper, Soldier, and Reinhardt. They were the originals. And then people
Nice.
joined in, like Winston and Tracer. They're the latest, but yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But it's so cool to see all these old photos. Like, they really went through so much effort to make these. You know?
Yeah.
To, like, make it look like an old photo. It's so cool.
Yeah, no, it is pretty cool. Oh, they say here Zenyatta was constructed before the Omnic crisis. Constructed on or near the coast.
Okay.
They also mention he likes the coast. Makes sense.
He's cute.
Yeah, they're
He's cute.
super cute. And as you know, I don't know if you heard, but he has a voice line where, well, it would be, yeah, I think it's Tracer. Then she would be like, Takata Zenyatta, or whatever they call Zenyatta. She asked him what he did before the Omnic crisis. And then Zenyatta claims he served coffee, collect payments at a laser tag arena, act as a water park lifeguard, and a tractor driver.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's so cool. What the hell? Shit. So cool.
He always refused to divulge on it.
No, that makes sense. But it's cool to have a mystery character. That's
Zenyatta was recruited into the Shambhali by Ramattra, who hoped that Zenyatta could find purpose with the Shambhali as he had. Interesting.
nice.
The two became as close as brothers and
That
spent
makes
years
sense.
discussing the problems facing Omnics, including the injustices being committed by humans. And then they would sit and watch the stars. There's also a voice line to... Ooh, at some point, however, Ramattra committed an action that nearly resulted in Zenyatta's death. After Ramattra founded Null Sector, he and Zenyatta ceased all contact. I don't know who Null Sector is. A militant Omnic liberation group that utilizes violent methods to achieve Omnic fights. Interesting.
Well, there you go.
So Zenyatta was like, sorry, brother, I don't want none of that. I don't want violence. And then
Sorry, brother.
Ramattra was like, fine, I'll go by myself.
Stomps away angrily.
Yeah. No petting for you.
No pets.
Yeah. You will suffer as I, Ramattra, have suffered. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
But yeah, and then, okay, Zenyatta taught Genji some stuff.
Yeah. They have voice lines together.
Yeah, they have a lot of voice lines together. Okay, and then some trivia, and then I am done with Zen. Who's Chris Metzen? Oh, he's vice president of Blizzard. So they say here Zenyatta is one of Chris Metzen's favorite heroes in the game. So yeah, there you go, everyone.
Nice.
They say here the idea of Zenyatta came from a piece of Omnic concept art. Early designs for Zenyatta had him multi-limbed, referencing Eastern religious archetypes. Nice. Zenyatta is one of the 3 heroes with no footstep sounds, as he floats instead of walking. The others are Sigma and Echo. Very nice.
I think he was also one of the originals.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So he used to be the one without any footstep noises.
Which is pretty cool. And there's a lot of cultural references as well. Let's see here. This is the one I'm gonna read. Zenyatta's name has been observed to be a combination of the word Zen, which is the Japanese name for Chan Buddhism, and Sunyata, which means emptiness in Pali, a Buddhist concept referring to the idea that the world is without a true essence or sense of self. Huh. Flip it.
Nice.
That's quite interesting. I always wondered how
Such-
they get their names.
Yeah.
Oh, here they say as well, Takartha. That's what they call Zenyatta as well. They say
Yeah.
here could play off the name of the Buddha before he achieved nirvana. Siddhartha Gautama and Tick pronounced like Tick as a play on the fact that they are robots. That's pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Zen.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with that, I believe we have to unfortunately end this, but we will be back soon. Obviously, we try to upload as much as we can, but
Yeah.
we sometimes forget or we're busy editing.
Yeah, because the editing itself is quite much work. You'd agree, right?
Yeah, literally have to sit through each second to make sure we don't say a slur and that the podcast isn't boring. And I have to check the audio levels to see that we're all equal. Because sometimes like, if I do that, then it'll be much louder. I have to put it down, and then when I'm silent, I'll put it back up. It's a pain, and then Daniela has to put it into video. It's a long process. We don't
Yeah.
have editors, so
Yeah.
forgive us if it's not a weekly thing or a daily thing. We wish, but
We're trying to
It's
make
not.
it a weekly thing for now, you know.
yeah.
But yeah. But thanks. It was so much fun, actually.
Yeah,
We should
this
do
makes
more of
me
these.
want to fucking research everybody.
Yeah.
They're so in-depth.
Yeah. I agree. We can always make another episode like these.
If people like it, /nobody. But if you want to, please let us know. If you want to hear
Yeah.
learn more, and if you don't want us to babble on like this, then you go look for yourself.
Yeah.
How about that?
Or you can just let us know with a comment, or a like, or a dislike, or a
Yeah.
subscribe, or a
Yeah.
unsubscribe. We
Yeah.
want to see what y'all like. Okay?
Yeah.
That's our jobs here. Okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you for everyone who did whatever listened.
Is with.
Yeah, that. So thank you so much for listening. I enjoyed this tonight. I don't know about you, Dylan.
No, I hate it every second. I just
Okay.
like talking to you in general.
Okay,
So.
well maybe you should unsubscribe then.
I might,
Yeah.
but I
think
like
so.
the icon in my subscription, so I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, fair enough. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Check you guys in the next one.